Kara.
Hi, Jill.
What brings you in today? How are you?
Good. Yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. I have a friend who has a drinking problem.
Okay. So, how's that making you feel? What's going on?
Well, every time that we go out to like a bar, because we're all in college, we're all of age, so we'll go out, some nights and everybody is fine and everybody has a few drinks, and maybe a couple more than we all should, but nobody gets to the extreme that our one friend does. She will drink to the point where that she's not coherent. She can be aggressive and then she gets home, she passes out like and is non-responsive to anybody trying to wake her up and she just goes to like the extreme, but it's not like she drinks more than everybody else, but it's just she can't handle it. So we don't know how to approach a situation to say, we think you have a problem, but we're not going to alter our behavior because we don't have the same problem.
Okay, so you haven't talked to your friend about this?
No.
Does she know she has a problem?
Well, she does, because every time, I don't know if she necessarily knows that she has a problem, but every time after we go out, we'll have to have discussions with her, and we're like, this is what happened last night, this is why so-and-so is mad at you, this is what you have to do because you have to go apologize. Like, every time she drinks, she has to apologize to somebody because she did something that was, like, rude or I can't explain it, but, like, she does something that upsets somebody else or says something or just acts belligerently and has to apologize the next time.
Mm-hmm.
But we always forgive her, and I think that's the issue. She's never had serious repercussions about it because we're all out with her. I mean, we're not stopping her. We're not going to parent her about it, but we also don't want to have to deal with it all the time, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's just she's the type of person that can't handle drinking.
Give me an example of one of these times where she has to apologize to someone.
Well, okay, so one time we went out and we all went to a bar and like we were trying to leave and she wouldn't leave with us. She said she wanted to stay out, and what are you gonna do? She wants to stay out, so we said okay. So me and another friend went home, and then like half an hour later she gets home and she must not have had keys, but she didn't knock on the door or anything. She punched her hand through a glass door and opened it from the inside. So she basically broke the pane of glass, so we lived together, of the door.
Okay.
To get in.
So she is kind of at the point where she's actually harming herself.
Yeah, but not intentionally. I mean, she does things and she gets, like, so drunk where she gets hurt. I mean, but it's not like she's going and purposefully... Your computer's off. You gotta turn it on and off. Is it still recording? Can you edit this? I hope so. She's not doing it to hurt herself because she wants to hurt herself. She's doing it because she's just literally out of her mind. She has no meaning of the world when she gets drunk.
Okay, let me take a second. Now, this is one of your best friends.
Yes.
And you're coming here to try and get some insight on how to help her.
Correct.
With her drinking issues.
Right.
Okay. And do you think she would be receptive to any kind of help that you would want to give to her?
No. No, because she got kicked out of college already, but she got to stay in because she commuted. But they mandated her to go to rehab. Like, she had to go to outpatient rehab, right?
Okay.
She went through that, and now she's still a mess. I mean, she doesn't take it seriously because why should she have to take it seriously when all of her friends go out and do the exact same thing she does, except they don't have the consequences she does because they don't get to the extreme. You know, if we go out and let's say one friend takes 3 shots and she takes 3 shots, the one friend is even keeled and she's on the floor, like passed out.
So, as friends, have you taken consideration of this and of the situation, and maybe sometimes not go out and maybe do something that doesn't involve drinking?
Yeah, I mean,
For her.
we will do things that don't involve drinking, but you have to also consider the fact that we're all in this small bubble in college. We live together, and we could do something different every day of the week, but if on a Friday we want to go out, the best thing we can do is not invite her, and then we feel bad about it.
So you still invite her?
To go out with us, yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes we don't, but yeah, I mean, if she, like, is like, what are you guys doing? We're like, gonna go out.
Okay.
So would the solution be to not go out?
Well, what do you think the best solution would be? Do you think that she is in the best place that she could be, having the facing the problems that she is right now? Living
No, I think she
with
should.
you guys?
No, but we're also not gonna, I mean, no, I think that she's definitely not in a place where she should be if she's having this issue. But we're also not going to kick her out of the house.
Okay. Would she be willing to not live with you guys? Is that even an option for her?
Like, could she live at home with her parents?
Right.
Yeah.
Has she considered that?
She had to when she got kicked out of school.
Okay.
Yeah. But she was still over all the time anyways.
And when she came over, you guys still would drink?
Sometimes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Are there any other friends of yours that are as concerned as you?
Yes.
Okay, and are they doing anything to help her out?
No.
Okay. Are you concerned about her future? Are you concerned about her now?
I mean, really both, if you think about it, right? I'm concerned about her now because she's just ridiculous, and then I worry about her future because what happens now affects her future.
Okay. Okay. I can see this must be very hard for you, with her being one of your best friends and living in the same house as you. Okay. Is this something that you want to further work on? Are there goals that you have? Are there certain goals that you want to achieve here?
I mean, the goal would be for her to realize what a large problem it is and to either stop drinking if she can't drink or to drink responsibly.
Okay. Do you think she's at the point where she could drink responsibly?
I don't know. I feel like there's certain people that just can't drink. But it's hard for somebody who's not gonna, I mean, this sounds so selfish that I'm gonna say that I'm not gonna stop drinking because she doesn't know how to drink or can't control her drinking. But it's hard for somebody who does drink to approach somebody and tell them not to drink. And I'm trying to think of the best way to approach her to make it not hypocritical
She has been told not to
by other people other than
by other people.
Mm-hmm.
She just will not listen.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Do you think she would ever be willing to come into a counseling session?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think she would be honest and open? And do you think she would get anything from it?
I think so. I think that it'd help. She sees us in I'm not saying that we're, you know, the best examples of human beings on this earth, you know, but I think it'd help for a non-biased person to hear different situations that occurred and maybe give their insight rather than our insight, where we might be thinking, she might be thinking that we're more biased because we're basing it on prior incidents and we just see it happen over and over and over again, where even if you took each separate incident and said this is what happened, then maybe somebody telling her, that's not right, maybe she'd listen.
Okay, so I'm hearing you say maybe she should be able to share both sides of the story.
Right.
And be able to get both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Be able to get a biased opinion, non-biased opinion, and bias from one of her friends.
Right, yes.
Where you can actually talk about it in a controlled situation.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, would you be willing to I have some handouts for some support groups. Do you think she would be willing to go to any of those? And would you be willing to go to any with her?
I mean, of course, I go to a support group with her if it helped. Do I honestly believe that she'd go to a support group? No.
No.
No, I just don't, I mean, I don't know, I don't see that happening. I don't see that she honestly believes that she has a problem with drinking. It's not that she's drinking all the time and that she's an alcoholic. It's just that she can't handle alcohol. And I think that's the difference. Where it's not that she has a dependency on it and needs it all the time, but rather when she even just has a little bit of it, it affects her so much more than a normal person that she's just not able to function.
Okay. Well, why don't you take the handout and possibly, do you feel comfortable bringing it up to her at all? To talk to her about these situations that you've talked to me about?
Yeah, I could have a conversation.
Maybe just one-on-one if you don't want to bring it as a whole house. Okay. So if you had a conversation with her, you could bring up with her coming here,
Mm-hmm.
and you can both speak with me.
Mm-hmm.
You could bring up a support group. And also, I think it might be a good idea for you guys as friends to maybe more often not go out drinking and stay in with her and find something different fun to do. Something like maybe have a board game night or go bowling or do something fun. Go to a movie. Something that makes her feel included.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Does that sound good?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Any other questions that you have? No. Okay. Well, we'll make an appointment for you for next time.
Mhm.
And we'll follow up, and hopefully we see Kate in here with you next time. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Kara.